Most people think rich people are smarter because they have more money. Usually, they just understand a few concepts normal people never think about. And once you understand these concepts, you start seeing the world differently. You stop looking at purchases the same way. You stop looking at jobs the same way. You stop looking at success the same way. Because suddenly, you realize money is less about math and more about hidden psychological rules most people never notice. So today, I'm giving you 6 financial concepts that instantly make you sound smarter, think sharper, and understand how money actually works in the real world. And the scary part? You're probably living inside all 6 already. Let's start with the most important one, opportunity cost. Chris walks into a dealership because he wants something reliable. 4 hours later, he leaves with a brand new SUV and a $700 monthly payment. But here's the interesting part. Chris thinks the car costs $700 a month. It doesn't. The real cost isn't the payment. The real cost is everything that money can no longer become. That $700 invested every month for 30 years could become over $1 million. That's opportunity cost. The hidden price of choosing one thing over another. And once you understand this concept, you start seeing invisible price tags everywhere. That expensive apartment? It isn't just rent. It's future investments you can't make. Those constant impulse purchases, they aren't just purchases. They're opportunities your future self never gets access to. Rich people obsess over opportunity cost. Everyone else obsesses over monthly payments. And honestly, once you see this concept, it becomes impossible to unsee. Now let's talk about the reason people making twice as much money somehow still feel broke. Lifestyle inflation. Maya finally gets promoted. Big raise. Better salary. The kind of moment people imagine will finally make life feel easier. For about 2 weeks, it does. Then the upgrades begin. Slightly nicer apartment, slightly nicer gym, food delivery more often because she's busy, better clothes, more subscriptions, nicer vacations. Nothing individually feels irresponsible. But 6 months later, Maya somehow has the exact same financial stress she had before the raise. That's lifestyle inflation. Your income rises, and your lifestyle quietly expands to consume it. This is why some people making $50,000 are financially calm, while other people making $200,000 are constantly anxious. Because wealth isn't just income, it's the gap between what you earn and what your life requires to maintain. And modern life is engineered to make your required lifestyle expand forever, which leads perfectly into the next concept, hedonic adaptation. Or, in normal human language, your brain gets bored ridiculously fast. Remember the last thing you desperately wanted? The phone you researched for 3 weeks. The apartment you dreamed about. The car that felt life-changing when you first got it. And now, emotionally, it feels normal. That's hedonic adaptation. Humans are terrifyingly good at adapting to upgrades, which is why people keep chasing bigger and better things, hoping the next purchase will finally make them feel complete. But the emotional high always fades. Always. The scary part is companies understand this better than you do. That's why modern life constantly pushes. Upgrades, premium versions, newer models, better experiences. Because if satisfaction lasted permanently, consumer culture would collapse. Which brings us to one of the most dangerous concepts on the internet. Survivorship bias. Kevin opens social media and sees teenagers making millions, trading crypto, entrepreneurs buying Lamborghinis, at 23 influencers claiming they became financially free in 18 months. And slowly, Kevin starts feeling behind in life. But here's the problem. Kevin is only seeing the survivors. He sees the one guy who made millions dropshipping. He does not see the hundreds of thousands who tried the exact same thing and quietly failed. That distortion is survivorship bias. And social media amplifies it brutally. Because nobody uploads, I started a business and nothing happened. My investment strategy failed. I lost money for 3 years. The internet selectively displays exceptional outcomes until they start feeling normal. And once you understand survivorship bias, you stop comparing your real life to highlight reels designed for attention. Now let's talk about the concept wealthy people understand better than almost anyone else. Leverage. 2 people work equally hard. One person gets paid once for every hour worked. The other creates something once and gets paid repeatedly. That's leverage. A YouTuber records one video and reaches 5 million people. A software company writes code once and sells it forever. An investor puts money into assets that continue generating returns while they sleep. Meanwhile, most people are trapped in a system where income stops the second they stop working. That's why leverage matters so much. Wealth usually doesn't come from working infinitely harder. It comes from building systems where your effort scales beyond your personal time. And finally, the concept that quietly explains almost everything in modern life. Incentives. A food delivery app does not make money when you cook healthy meals at home. Social media apps do not profit when you log off peacefully after 10 minutes. Dealerships don't care if you become financially independent. Every system optimizes for the behavior it gets rewarded for. That's incentives. And once you understand incentives, the world starts making uncomfortable amounts of sense. News companies optimize outrage because outrage keeps you watching. Apps optimize addiction because attention makes money. Brands optimize insecurity because insecure people buy more things. And suddenly you realize, a lot of modern life isn't designed to help you thrive. It's designed to keep you consuming. Which is why understanding these concepts matter so much. Because once you learn them, you stop moving through life unconsciously. You start questioning things. You start seeing hidden trade-offs. You stop confusing expensive with successful. And you start realizing financial intelligence is less about memorizing stock market terms and more about understanding the invisible forces shaping your behavior every single day. If this video changed how you see money even slightly, subscribe to Wealth Instinct. Because the goal here isn't just to make more money, it's to understand the systems, psychology, and incentives controlling modern financial life, so you can stop playing the game blindly. And honestly, most people never even realize there was a game being played in the first place.